y'all, and welcome back to Cup of Cheer. Wow, I cannot believe it's been another year since we last filmed, and I'm just so sluggish right now. Let me even see if that worked.
Yeah, I think we covered all the ones we know.
Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Cup of Cheer. Today we're doing a little bit of DIY modified again. Last year I did one about wreath making, and basically what I do is I take some Pinterest ideas and I try them out and share my results with you. So, earlier this year my mom, actually I think it was last year or so, I don't know. My mom, 4 years ago, my mom found this great idea on Pinterest about how to make a candy dish with peppermints.
Actually, it was supposed to be a platter.
A platter with peppermints. And recently she found another, we tried it, it was a fail. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. This year she found one about how to do it in a candy dish style, and it seemed all well and good. But there are some definite hits and misses about this. So first of all, what we learned 4 years ago, do not, and I strongly urge you do not, use sugar-free versions of peppermints because it will not work. It was a disaster, and we barely were able to get them off of the sheet and the parchment paper, so it was a pretty big disaster. So don't use the sugar-free style of peppermints.
We're going to do it on this bowl.
So we're trying the non-sugar-free style, so the regular type of peppermints. Okay, so what you supposedly need, according to our most recent Pinterest thing, is a generic type of peppermints. I don't know if you can see these very well.
19.
You need about 19, so they say. You need a bowl, you need some parchment paper, a baking sheet, and possibly some Pam spray. So
I put Pam on a paper towel and lightly coated this because that's going to be our base.
it's a bowl for the base. Oh, you did already oil it.
I did. So
I
you
should
put one
really
in the
take your
middle.
word.
You put one in the middle, and then you kind of put them around. Oops. To make a circle. So you have one in the middle, 6 around it, and the remaining around that.
I'll tell you all the pros and cons to what we're doing later.
Oh, you'll see them.
Okay, so that was 19 little peppermint candies. And it's making a circle. Well, it's almost like a snowflake.
I'm hoping that doesn't run to the ends.
I don't know.
We're going to find out.
It will melt and it'll get flatter.
So you want it to melt for you want to put it in there for about 6 minutes and watch it carefully. You don't want to get it to the point of bubbling because then it won't work at all.
So right now we're waiting on the preheat. So here's a couple pros and cons that I've already seen. First of all, as I said, sugar-free, just don't even try it. It's a nasty mess and does not work. Secondly, this was our first attempt at making the bowl.
It's now in pieces.
It's now in pieces, and it's only been a few days. I don't know if you can see this, but here it is. It's sticky, it's breakable, and it was cracking the moment that we even, let it go, and very, very sticky. We're going to see if we can make it a little less sticky and maybe not so crackable. Whoops. But we'll find out. Okay, so we set our oven to 350, preheated, and we're about to put it in. So I put it around the middle rack or so.
No, I'll put it here.
Just somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And how long do you set the timer for?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
But you have to watch it very clearly. Because if it starts to bubble, it's not going to work.
So yeah, it's not just set it and walk away. Supposedly this is supposed to melt evenly, and
as you can see, it did not.
It didn't. It didn't at all.
So
I'm gonna just do this to show you the wonders of YouTube. That is not even, folks.
Okay, let it cool.
But we're gonna
for
let it
30
cool
seconds.
for 30 seconds. Whee!
And while we're doing this, should be an interesting experiment. Is this going to be? It's not going to be big enough, is it? I mean, this we need to put on a smaller bowl. Maybe this one will work.
Let's just try it on this.
Let's try it on this one.
It's also not supposed to bubble, so that's another reason to keep an eye on it. Ours just
Okay.
started to bubble on the outside. You'll want a pot holder. You'll want to grab it from the edges on the parchment paper.
Oh, that's not going to be big enough. Oh, well, son of a gun. That's hot. Okay, and then you take and you use your pot holder to,
Do you want me to grab another bowl to squash it down?
yes, and you need to make it more even. Okay,
Do you make it even on there?
then you squash it
Then you
down.
squash it down with another bowl to kind of enforce the size.
Okay.
And it gets a little hot on the outside
Then you
of the
can
bowl
take
on
the
top
other
of it.
bowl off. You can take the other bowl out, I think.
No, it's
Or not.
it's spreading.
It should be interesting.
Like I said, DIY modified, but I think this is a little bit more of a Pinterest fail.
Yeah, how did they make it work?
I have yet to figure out how to make this actually modified in a way that it doesn't fail.
In fairness, they said to use either parchment paper or a silicone sheet, and I didn't have a silicone sheet. And in the directions, I mean in their video, they did use a silicone sheet, so that might have made a difference.
I
doubt
don't
it,
see
but-
why
Okay.
or how. It could be the type of the brand of.
Now
Peppermint
carefully peel
candies?
this off. Well,
Carefully
she used
peel
this
it off.
brand.
She used this brand.
Yep.
All right. I'll put the brand information and stuff down below. I'll even try to attach the link if I can get it from my trusty Mutter here.
The
to
other-
the video itself.
The other concern is that it does get sticky on the outside. So the video I watched 4 years ago.
That ain't
The
pretty.
video I watched 4 years ago had them lacquer it, and I guess that took care of that. They said once you cook it, it won't be like that. Oh, you could take it out of there now. Okay, well, this is not pretty.
This is.
This is really not pretty. It's not even all the way around. And it's,
I suppose if you put candies in there, you wouldn't mind it not
Yes.
being that pretty.
well,
But
uh-oh. Well, yeah. Oh, here we go. Whoa.
ah,
Hot. Okay, now reshape it.
right.
Well, it looks better than the last one we made. Not much, but actually, it could work. Kind of, sort of. We could have
Merry
an oval.
Christmas Pinterest fail.
Yeah, we could have an. We could have a. That's not too bad. I've seen worse. Okay, so hot, hot, hot. But this is what it came out with. Yeah, that's interesting. Well,
We needed a good laugh today.
we needed a good laugh.
On the bright side, I believe you could just, eat this when you're done, as long as you're not allergic to the candies like Mom and I are. So if you gave this to someone, as long as you did it with clean hands, and you wrapped it in something clean, you could give them maybe some cookies or candies in here, and then it would be an edible candy dish as long as you don't lacquer it. But remember, it is sticky all along the outside. It never lost its stickiness. It's still sticky to this moment, the one that we tried 3 days ago, wherever I put the remnants of that. So don't put it down anywhere that it might stick to.
Anywhere you care about.
Anywhere you care about. And
In
wrap
the
it
video, they
in
had.
something that you can.
In the video, they put candies in their candy dish, and then they wrapped it with that cellophane type gift cellophane wrap. I don't think so.
I guess that is a way to give a literal candied dish
Not
with
if it's
candies
sticky.
in it. Well, if it's sticky, that's why you do the cellophane wrap, I suppose. I don't know. I'd love to see if any of you all try this. If you get it right, tell me how. I really want to know. Because this is now our third attempt It's far better than 4 years ago.
4 years ago was a disaster.
But I wouldn't give this. Yeah. So have fun. Whatever kind of Christmas projects you're making or doing, Mom is right now pouring tea, if you're wondering what that sound is.
No, I'm pouring.
It's yerba mate,
Tea
to be
parade.
quite,
Yerba mate.
quite specific. Hot. So be careful with whatever you're making if there's any kind of heat involved in it. Did we turn off the oven, by the way? No, we didn't. Yeah, be careful. Monitor your kids if they're helping you with this, and have fun. I mean, it might turn out to be the ugliest thing you have ever seen, or it might turn out to be beautiful.
I don't know, it looks like
surprising.
something I made in kindergarten for my parents.
I'd say maybe first grade. I don't know.
Maybe first grade.
Although I don't know if I would want a kindergarten kid touching something this hot.
No, I'm talking about with clay.
But, yeah. So there you go. A supposed candy dish made from peppermint candies.
And they're called starlets or something.
They're called starlets? What are they
called?
called? Starlight mints with real peppermint oil. That's my timer. Gotta go. From me and mine to you and yours, a very Merry Christmas and a cup of good cheer. Bye, y'all.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everyone! Nelly Twinkie Lager, Sweet Mosich. Hadies and Merry Christmas. Juplan Jackson.
All right.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, I think